Hello, once again, everyone. Welcome to the Findlay Five. I'm DJ Allen with Findlay Rising Leaders, and we have a special guest today on the Findlay Five, the head coach of the UNLV Runnin' Rebels, Las Vegas. Loves him right now, Kevin Kruger. Thank you for being here. How are you doing?
I'm doing well. Thanks for having me on.
Listen, the team 10-0 for the first time since the 1990-91 season, getting votes just outside the top 25. ESPN named you National Coach of the Year or of the Week earlier this week. We'd like to say the year. We'll wait.
Let's not get ahead of ourselves just quite yet.
But the success, the early success with the team, what's been the key?
If you want to kind of take a step back and look at it, what has kind of happened here, I think, is not only, of course, the buy-in. There's been a trust. As we kind of all go through those opportunities to kind of splinter or kind of sway away from the plan a little bit. But I think what we're seeing, especially as a staff, is just that the foundation and kind of the trust in the process, if you want to use that cliche, of just kind of doing what you know and you feel is right, and the guys doing what they know and they feel is right to get wins, has kind of just given them an opportunity to win every game. And again, as you wrote in the book with my dad, that they're cliches for a reason. They're often used, they're overused, but they're true. And we talk a lot about giving ourselves a chance to win every game, and that is what's happened so far. But I think it just goes back to the guys just working their tails off all the way back to June when they first got here, and just kind of believing in it and kind of banding together, really.
One of your senior leaders, Jordan McCabe, as the win this past Saturday against Washington State, he kind of tweeted out, "Hey, this is a culture of everybody knowing their role and everyone embracing their role." And we teach that in our Rising Leaders classes with Findlay. And it sounds simple, but it is difficult. Why is it so important to have people understand roles and embrace roles?
Again, pick your cliche, pick your kind of your comparison. If you want to take Findlay, if you've got auto manufacturing, I'm going to go ahead and assume that the car is not going to run if one person throughout maintenance doesn't do what they're supposed to do. And Jordan, I mean, you can't put a value on that approach and that comment. He was the first one to commit to me personally. We had one person on our team. He and his parents trusted this opportunity out here. They were excited about it, but his role has been changed this year from last year. And, of course, with the play of Keyshawn Gilbert, he's embraced it. And I know it's hard. I know, I can see it. I know he wants to give more, but at the same time, he's not making waves. He's not rocking the boat. But we talked a lot with the guys about, embracing what you're doing, get results. And average teams, that Jordan McCabe on each team is going to go in the locker room and complain, go to his mom and dad and complain, his AAU coach, whatever it may be. And it's going to disrupt someone else. And that domino effect. So for him to kind of be a voice in the locker room of, get results, do what you're supposed to do, like let's enjoy this, that it's just invaluable.
Everybody on teams, whether it be a top basketball team in the nation or whether it be in business, it's every single person embracing the role and being an all-star in that role. Coach, as you have success, how do you protect that culture that got you that success once individuals and teams are starting to get attention?
It's new for me too. It's not only year two, of course, so I've still got so much that I'm going to learn throughout the years. But I think what we're really trying hard as a staff to do is stay the same. We're going to start practices the same. When we're up at breakfast with the guys, it's going to be the same. We don't want to change what we're doing, but while understanding like it's not perfect now. I mean, because even what we're seeing in the last two teams we've played, we felt as a staff that those two opponents, they adjusted. they tried to exploit what we knew we struggled with, but we hadn't quite seen a team fully dive into it. Which is a compliment to the guys, because they've made teams adjust for them, but now we have to adjust and we have to be ready for that. And it's not going to be perfect. We can't just cut and paste, but I think just being consistent with the guys. I mean, as you know, and people in the workforce know, if when you've got that teammate that is high and low and up and down, or you've got that supervisor, that leader that's high, low, up, down, and you're not sure what you're going to get, the end goal sometimes can kind of fall to the wayside or become secondary just because you're not sure what kind of day it's going to be.
There's brilliance in that consistency. Okay, you talked about the last two games: Hawaii at the Dollar Loan Center, Washington State at MGM Grand on the Strip, and sitting right next to you, actually they probably had better seats than you, was Team Findlay. Cliff was there, Ed at the Dollar Loan Center, Robbie and his boys at MGM, I think Steph from Toyota and Tommy and JC from Honda. All right, be honest, how much impact do they have on the two wins, Team Findlay?
Well, yeah, Coach Findlay was big time. It was great. I think the guys saw the Findlay boys over there, and they knew they had to play hard, had to represent. And then Findlay boys came in the locker room afterwards and dapped them up, said good job. So yeah, no question. And of course, we had a big guy there for Washington State. So no, without a question, Coach Findlay's a 2-0 is the way I see it.
I mean, Kingston and Kruger, too, Robbie's boys. Just I know you love family and having family around the program, and I know they enjoyed that. But now with Findlay, we joke a little bit about that, but you've been in this community, have loved Las Vegas for the past 15, 16 years, and have been close with the Findlay family, but understand what Findlay means. What does Findlay mean to the community? What does Findlay mean to your program?
Well, yeah, I mean, even on a personal level, as long as I've known Runnin Rebel basketball, the Findlays have been synonymous with it. The support from the Findlay group is it's been right there. If there's a UNLV function, there's T-shirts or there's the Findlays are the first to always to support it, make sure it's well represented. Kind of like we talked about Henderson, almost being so intertwined with UNLV. It was surprising that was kind of the first game we played there. Now, of course, there was never a venue to play in. As far as I can remember, even back in 2004 when my dad moved here, just the Findlay name is it's just like I said, it's become synonymous with UNLV and Runnin Rebel basketball.
All right, last question for you. You have the two girls at the house, 3 years old, 1 year old. You and Allie. It's going to be an interesting Christmas for you. What is the best Christmas gift you ever received?
Ooh, that's a tough one because I know I don't want to cut off any like future Christmas presents, from somebody that I leave out. But Allie is a really A+, gift giver. I mean, she's, whether it be birthday, Christmas, and it's always one of those something that I mentioned, just kind of, oh, that'd be cool. Oh, that, and she remembers it, and it's one of those that it's weird because it truly is a surprise. I think, here I am a little bit older now. Usually it's like, hey, you know how Christmas gets. It's like, this is what I want. Let's do this. It's done. Thanks. Let's move on. But she always kind of goes that kind of remembers something, puts it kind of in the back of her mind, gets it done. So I'm going to go ahead and just say kind of whatever's coming because she's pretty impressive in that regard of just listening and just kind of always kind of being an ear for me to talk.
That's the most unique answer that we've ever gotten to this question, because most people go back to something when they were a kid. So the fact that, you're able to talk about your wife, something that all of us kind of need to live up to. And maybe with our loved ones this year, we remember that answer and make someone, that memory this year, that is their best gift. But hey, Kevin, we appreciate you. We're so excited at Runnin Rebel Fever. It is contagious. And right now, Las Vegas has a case of it. Thank you for what you're doing with the Runnin Rebels, and thank you for spending time on the Findlay 5.
Thanks, DJ.
Hey, you're welcome. And for everybody with Team Findlay, thank you for what you're doing. Thank you for making 2022 a championship year for Team Findlay. Until next time, be great.